Hello everyone, EG Productions here, and today I am going to talk to you about an upcoming series that's new, well, sort of new, for my channel that will be coming out sometime this fall. About a week or so ago, I made an update video saying I would discuss more about it, but honestly, I just didn't get around to it until now, so thankfully I can record this now while I have some time. So, this series is Lego Minecraft Adventures, as you probably know if you've seen the update video, and essentially it's a continuation of an old series that I had back in 2015. The final episode came out over 2 years ago in April of 2015, and then it was canceled a few months later because no work had been done on it, and I just basically kind of gave up on the series. But now I'm sort of reviving it, and I say sort of reviving it because it's different than it used to be. Because the original series was more of just like a basic one. The tone was simple. Like, it wasn't overly dark or serious, but it wasn't completely humorous either. It was somewhere kind of in the middle. And I still think the animation turned out well, just kind of the tone and sort of story was slightly dull. That's mostly because Steve was the only character in it aside from the villagers, but they likely weren't going to appear again with my original plan in mind. So I'm kind of going back on that. So I'll basically just give you the rundown on the story so you're not confused. When we left off, Steve had gone into the Nether. He basically went into a cave to fetch some emeralds for villagers so he could repay his debt to them, when he found a Nether portal and decided to just peace out and ditch them and go to the Nether and explore instead. I guess Steve has a short attention span or something. But now that he did that, he, in the first episode of this upcoming series, and it'll share the same name, Lego Minecraft Adventures, and I'll likely just call it episode 5 when it comes out. I may sort of change it and just label it 1 so people aren't confused, because essentially, with this series, there will be 6 episodes, and you can connect them back, like if you wanted to watch all of them, like with the 4 that I've already made 2 years ago. You can, but that's not necessary, so I may just make this a separate thing. But essentially, Steve arrives in the Nether only to find that it is incredibly chaotic. Something has gone down, and the reason for this is because there is a new mysterious force that has invaded the game, and all he does, I'm not going to reveal who that force is right now, but they call themselves a virus. Like a computer virus, because even though this is with Lego, it's still meant to represent the in-game program, which is Minecraft. It's a video game on the computer and other consoles, but this one is for a computer. So there's a computer virus that has invaded the game, and it's corrupting everything, but it's not as bad as you think. That's why it's a comedy series. This series is a comedic series, and it's essentially it's based off of various just things that I've come up with that I thought were funny. A lot of it's kind of like perhaps deadpan humor, slapstick, stuff like that. So if any of you like that, then I'm sure you'll enjoy the series quite a lot, because I definitely do watching it. Or excuse me, not watching it, writing the script, I mean. I thought I did a decent job with it, so I think a lot of you might like it. But yes, it is a comedy series, and because the virus is basically making the game not as it should be. And they basically make mobs talk. They change around a bunch of stuff, and that's how there are other characters than just Steve in this. The main characters of the story, or of this series, are Steve, who is the default player character. Also, Alex is in this now, because it was a single-player world, but when this virus came, it kind of combined the worlds, and it's kind of like tearing apart Minecraft from the inside. So, it's like a hero-villain story type thing. It's almost like, I guess, Guardians of the Galaxy, you could say. It's not really that serious, though. It's even less sort of serious than that. It's more of just like, it's kind of like a hero-villain thing, but it's also just like random antics with these characters. And the other characters are, and these are the main characters, there is Bob the Blaze, who Steve meets in the Nether, Melvin the Mushroom, and as you know, a mushroom in Minecraft is a combination of a mushroom and a cow, so I think that fits him very well. He talks like this, so that'll just give you a preview at that, in case any of you wanted to hear his voice, because eventually you will get to hear it in the series, and I think Melvin is one of the best characters. I've read part of the script to some of my friends, and they all like Melvin a lot, and they think so far a lot of the jokes I have in there are pretty good. The other characters, and these are more minor characters, but the other two main ones, like Bob, Alex, Steve, and Melvin are the four main ones, but there are two smaller characters. There's Jeff the cat, and as you can see, I'm breaking sort of the name scheme with that, and then Sam the sheep. But, and those are just minor characters. Sam is more of a main one because Sam actually does talk. Jeff doesn't exactly talk. You'll see what I'm getting to. I don't want to spoil anything. But, sorry, I kind of stuttered for a moment. I'm trying to collect myself. But those are all of the main characters of the series. Now, of course, there are other characters, like minor characters, that will appear, like various mobs, like creepers, villagers, stuff like that. They'll be around. And, oh yeah, and of course, then there's the mysterious virus character, and he basically is like, he kind of looks like a Sith from Star Wars, or like a Dark Jedi or something, because he just wears a cloak and he hides his face. It's not even a mask, it's just like a black Lego headpiece. So I'm just trying to keep his identity a mystery, and it probably won't be revealed till like the final or so episode, because I'm almost done scripting the series. It only has about 1.5 episodes left to be scripted, but I already like know how it's going to end. I just haven't written it out fully yet. And I have filmed 3 of the episodes, and I've been working on editing those too. So far production's coming along fairly well for this series. And usually I don't like to introduce a new series until some of my other ones have been finished, because at this rate I'm so busy, or I will be soon, because school starts for me in a few days. And so then I'll have drastically less time to work on anything related to YouTube, because I simply can't. I have a lot of other things that I do, and I just can't devote that much time to YouTube during the school year. And especially in the spring. Thankfully, this fall, my schedule's a little lighter, but in the spring, then that'll be even worse. But we will cross that bridge when we get to it. For now, this is what I'm dealing with. So, because of this, I likely will not be able to release the series, and I want to do this similar to how I did Star Wars Rebels Season 2 last year. That was a series that came out last year. I want to release this similar to that, in which I do I release an episode weekly, because last year with that series, I basically was able to release an episode once every Saturday or Sunday for 10 weeks straight. I cannot believe I was able to do that. But again, that's because I did a lot of prep work over the summer. But for this series, Lego Minecraft Adventures, the 6 episodes, I want to be able to do that. Therefore, I'm going to try and get the whole thing mostly done, so that way I can release them. So because of this, I don't imagine it will be ready until mid to late September or early October. And again, I don't even know if I can do that, because I don't know what school is going to look like for me, because I'm not in it yet. That's the issue with predicting things. I've learned that. You can't really predict how much time you'll have for certain things, because sometimes every day can be different with the amount of homework or stuff you have to work on. And even before school starts, you just don't know how rigorous certain classes will be, because it all depends. There's too many factors, so I can't really predict that. So that's what I'm shooting for, but again, I can't really make that clear. And also, I still have 2 Bionicle episodes I'd like to get out this year. And I know there's like, what is this? Yeah, okay, it's August now, so there's like 5 months left in the year, but Bionicle episodes usually take a while to work on. And I figure if I just give myself till the end of the year to get them done, then I won't have too much of a problem with that. And they may be released sporadically very far apart, but that's what I'm dealing with at the moment. They'll be big episodes. And then, of course, with Star Wars Rebels, I'm going to keep working on that too. So I have those 2 things that I want to do in between. But I may have to push Lego Minecraft Adventures back even more. I know that's still a ways off when I'm intending to release it, but again, I just can't know. I'm going to try for September or October, but I can't promise anything. But let's see, is there anything else I should discuss for this series? Because I gave you the general plot line, but I don't want to go into any spoilers or spoil any of the jokes. I will likely make a trailer for it. I have an intro already made. I actually made that today before I recorded this, so I probably will upload that sometime after this video comes out, just so you can kind of see some of the just a bit of the filming for yourself. There's no footage from the actual episodes in there, but it's just like a sort of skit-like thing I made for the intro. Let's see, what else? What else? That's basically all I can think of to discuss here. I do think it'll be a very good series, and I think most of you will like it if you like my other videos, because it's not like drastically different. Just the other two series I did, and even Chima. Chima was more of a lighthearted series, but it was still serious and had an overarching story. This series that I'm talking about now has an overarching story, but it's not entirely serious. There is some like action sequences and stuff with the mobs, and it can get a little like, what's the word? Suspenseful at times, but overall, it's just very lighthearted and comedic, and I think it'll be very fun to watch because of that. But there is still a sense of urgency, which is good for this type of story. But that's about it as far as I can tell. As far as the voice actors that will be in it, I'm going to have Fallen Wonder Films as Sam the Sheep. I'm still working on someone for Alex, so I can't announce that right now, but I'm still working on that. And then D minor 121 as a character. His name is Magmi, the Magma Cube. He's only in one episode thus far, and he just has a minor role, but he is important to one of the most funny jokes, I'd say. And all the other ones I'll probably get. Well, I can't say that now, but I'm still just working on the voice actors, because like I said, I'm just going to finish writing the script before I announce any more actors. But for now, and then I'll be doing Steve, Melvin, and Bob. Anyway, that's about it for now. Oh, and the virus too. The villain. I'll be voicing the villain too. But that's about it for now. As far as that, I guess that's all I can think of to say regarding Lego Minecraft Adventures. Again, I will either, it'll be 6 episodes, but I'll either make that 5 through 10 or 1 through 5. Yeah, 5 through 10 or 1 through 6. I'm still thinking about that, what would be the best way to go about this, because I don't want people to be too confused, especially since the last Minecraft episode I made was over 2 years ago. So I don't want to confuse anyone unnecessarily. But anyway, guys, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you again in the next video if I have anything else to discuss. Thank you very much for watching, and I can't wait to release the series, and I hope you guys are looking forward to it. Have a good day, and goodbye.